Hello children, we are doing today the next theorem which is called as Pythagoras theorem, and about Pythagoras theorem you have learnt its statement and all in lower classes. The square on the in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So this is the statement of the theorem, and in for MCQ also they will ask you state Pythagoras theorem. State. So for 1 mark if it comes no, you have to just write the statement. That's all. But now today, first I will write the statement and then I will go to prove it. So I'll write here, and this is, I know, video, it is 32. In a right angled triangle, the square, so the square on the hypotenuse, or of the hypotenuse, of the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. See this, you are learning this about this theorem, so many, at least some formula and all you might have learnt in lower classes, 7th, 8th and all, you might have heard there. So now you are going to prove with the help of similar triangles. So, and that is our theorem, and today's video is 32. So I am reading the statement once again. You must learn this by heart because they ask you to state it. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now you know, in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse will be the longest side, and it is the side opposite to 90 degrees angle. You should know this. You are in 10th, you should know all this. So what is hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is the side opposite to the right angle in a right angle triangle, and other two sides, no, we call them as the two sides containing the right angle. So the property, what is the property? The square on the hypotenuse, that means AC squared, or whatever it is, how we draw the figure, and how we draw the right angle triangle, what name we get. So you should, according to that, you should write this property now. Let's see. Now I am going to draw the figure. I'll draw the right angle triangle only now. So you should remember how we draw this figure. So now see. So triangle ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle B is 90 degrees. So ABC, in triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. And that, so what will happen? AC will be the hypotenuse there, and AB and BC, they will be the sides containing the right angle. Okay, now data I will write here. Data. So in data, in right angle triangle ABC, see the symbol also should be like that only, right angle triangle small. In right angle triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degrees. This is given. We are given a right angle triangle, and so one angle will be 90 degrees there, and so I have this one, what is that, pointed out here. In right angle triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 90 degrees. To prove that, now what we are going to prove in this theorem, the square on the hypotenuse, square AC squared. So AC squared, square on the hypotenuse means AC squared, equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So AB squared plus BC squared. AB squared plus BC squared. Okay, so this is to prove that. Now construction, you need a construction for this. The construction is draw BD perpendicular to AC. Perpendicular means again it will make 90 degrees angle with this base there. So construction, draw BD perpendicular to AC. Okay, now comes the proof. In order to prove, you need some knowledge here which you had learnt in your lower classes or in 9th or 8th or something. See, this angle I am going to mark now. In this triangle, right angle triangle, where angle B is 90 degrees there. Okay. Now in this, see, there are two more right angle triangles. After drawing the perpendicular, we have got two more right angle triangles there. So in that, angle BAC, or I can call it as BAD also. BAD and BAC, it is the same angle. It is a common angle, we'll tell it like that afterwards. So this angle BAC, it will be equal to the part of 90 degrees angle there, a part of it. Which part? CBD or DBC. So I have marked here, this angle is equal to this angle. Similarly, this angle ACB, it will be equal to a part of the other part of the 90 degrees angle. So this angle. So two lines I have drawn here now. So here also I am going to draw two lines. So when we draw like this, you can easily make out which angle is equal to which angle, which part is equal to which angle. You will come to know. Okay, proof. Now we are going to start the proof. Now this one you should know. Beforehand I told you that this angle is equal to this angle is equal to this angle. You should know it always. Whenever a perpendicular is drawn from B to AC, this will happen. Okay. Now let me see the time. It is 6:53. Okay. Now proof. Proof is, what we are going to do is, we are going to consider the similarity of two triangles here. Altogether there are three triangles. One big triangle ABC, where angle B is 90 degrees. Then there are two more right angle triangles, ADB and BDC. ADB, CDB, even I can call it like that. Okay, now what I am doing is, I am going to take out of these two triangles, one triangle I will take and prove that it is similar to the big triangle ABC. So how will we show that they are similar? We are going to show that they are similar by showing that they are equiangular. Three angles of the big triangle is equal to three angles of this small triangle once, and then we'll take this triangle. So that is the way to prove this. So I am going to write now, in right angle triangle BAC or ABC, okay, ABC, and right angle triangle ABD, ABC and ABD, okay, both of them are right angle triangles. So I will write now, under ABC, I have to write its angles only. Its angles only should come down. ABD means its angle should come down. So which angle is equal to which angle, now you have to write. And see, I have marked also there. Let us see what we are going to write. You see here now, angle ABC, it is 90 degrees angle. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. That we are going to write first, angle ABC. And in triangle ABD, angle ADB is 90 degrees. So both these are equal to each other. So ABC is equal to angle ADB. Both of them are 90 degrees angles. Okay, in those two triangles, we want to show that they are equiangular. We want to show that the two triangles are equiangular. Then only we can say that they are similar. So angle ABC is equal to angle ADB. Then next I will take now angle BAC is equal to angle BAD. See, that angle A will be common. It will be there in big triangle also and in this small triangle also. It is one of the angles there. So it is the common angle we say. So common angle. Now third angle, of course I might have told only two is enough. No, I am going to write the third also. Sometimes we need the third also. It is better if we write the third angle sometimes. So now I am going to write angle ACB, third angle. Third angle ACB is equal to angle ABD. ABD. Remaining angle, that is. This is common angle and this is the remaining angles. They will be equal to each other. Okay, therefore, 3 angles of this triangle is equal to 3 angles of this triangle. So they are equiangular. So if they are equiangular, what should happen? They are similar. So therefore, right angle triangle ABC is similar to right angle triangle ABD. How? By which this? This is by AA criteria. Or AA criteria or AAA criteria. So we have proved that 3 angles of this triangle is equal to 3 angles of the other. So now, therefore, what I am going to write now, I have just shown that they are similar. But if they are similar, the other property also should hold good. That the ratios of the sides opposite to these angles, they must be proportional or their ratios must be equal. So that what I will do is, I will mark the first and the second letter in all these. Okay. So that will give us the corresponding sides. So this is very easy to remember, I feel, because in some video I have told you. So AC by AB. AC by AB is equal to BC by BD equal to AB by AD. Now in three ratios, what has happened is, see, AB and AB, I'll mark like this. For cross multiplication, you should get like this. AB into AB, AB squared. Because see, to prove that also we have AB squared, BC squared. Such terms we have, no? So in order to get like that, we have written the ratios here. So AB squared we are getting means, cross multiplication means you have to mark like this. So I will write, therefore, I won't take the middle ratio there. I don't need it, but it is better to write, that's all. So when you write like this, come on, let's cross multiply. It is AB squared equal to AC into AD. See in the figure, AB squared is equal to AC, full hypotenuse, AC into a part of it, into AD. We have got like that, and please take it as one equation. So it is already now 12 minutes. So I have to stop it for a minute and then continue it. Okay, children? So I'll stop it now.